Despite not being released yet, I'm already excited for the release of The Sims 4 Businesses with No Hobbies expansion pack. And I made a video the other day where I made a home business slot, obviously before the pack is released, so I don't have all the objects from it and it's not officially a home business lot type. But I fundamentally made one that was starter friendly, very, very small, and only used base game. Today, I just want to go like all out there. I just want to have a lot of fun with making a home business lot in preparation for the new pack. We are on the preeminent domain lots in Magnolia Promenade, which I feel like is a good lot to make one in. This time round though, I'm not being stingy with packs. I'm using whatever packs I want. I'm going to use the whole lot. We are going to make a smallish lot because smaller lots are normally better. I'm basically just going to do like a lot roughly this size, and then around it I'm going to do a park and things. So I'm really excited, but it is going to be big enough to have a 2-story apartment, so it's going to be 3 stories in total, which is quite a lot. I know. When I was looking up how to do a build, I was taking some inspiration from like New York style apartments, but also I was taking some inspiration from like France and little boutiques, because my thought process is with a lot like this, your Sims are still living there, so they kind of need like a garden to do things. So I'm thinking we do a garden area like really big like this, so it's like public but and private. I do love a good conservatory as well, sunroom if you're American. So I'm thinking of putting one on the side of the build, because I'm kind of thinking like maybe like a bakery cafe, you know, like in the trailer they showed the sweet making. So I feel like something like that would work in this smaller little place like this. We've also perhaps like an outside area here where the Sims can sit, and we could take that a step further and we could actually create a place here that's like kind of over like this. And then what I do, without removing the room, I like to find the plain grass and I just add plain grass in all of these. I find place some in one direction, then change the direction, place some more, change the direction, place some more, change the direction, place some more. That way they don't all look like in a gritty pattern. That's a work in progress anyway. Then we've also got the shop front itself. God, there's so many options because I always just do like base game friendly builds so you guys can download them. I never even look at half of the objects that I've literally got. Like there are so many that I just can't remember that I've got, and I'd never ever think to use them, and it's a bit overwhelming to be honest. Okay, again, honestly, Discover University is not letting me down with these windows. These are really cute, and then because it's a smaller boutique shop, it's fine to use a smaller door. Of course that won't fit. Nothing that move objects on cheap won't fix, although I don't really like that one there. Honestly, this stall that came with, is it laundry day? That's not so bad. I'm also thinking we add small balconies, which is why I've added a little slit here for the actual apartment upstairs. We still haven't addressed the main issue, which is how we actually get upstairs. So I'm thinking we create a small area like this, and then we can use the get to work like ugly ladder, put that up here, and then we can add a spandrel and make that work. And then, you know, the cottage living windows are actually a massive contender here. I think they could look really cute. We'll probably end up changing it because there's like way too many windows here. I feel like adding loads of windows looks fantastic from the outside of a build, but just looks dreadful from the inside. Although something I like to do is normally hide windows from the inside by like putting a bookshelf or something. Oh my God, I completely forgot we were going to have an open balcony here. No wonder why that looks strange. Okay, placeholder spandrels like this. That's the vibe we're going for. Do we want, no, I decided I don't want the balconies. I feel like they ruin everything. Nice idea, terrible execution. And then obviously we want some separation with the upstairs apartment and the downstairs shop. So I'm actually thinking we could do that, and we can really easily do it with bricks going on the top and then a different texture below. This brick swatch, for example. Then for downstairs, I'm actually using this siding from the Outdoor Adventure pack of all packs, and then we can use a trim around the edge. I use a high school one maybe. See, that's cute. Or even just this thick base game one. Thick, just like my booty. Not that you would know what that looks like unless you're subscribed to my OF. So I think it's starting to come together really nicely now, and there's a lot more separation between the top and the bottom, so it just makes it look kind of cute. Oh gosh, I hate how that's just like that random bit there. Did you know with the sledgehammer tool, if you click on this it will get rid of the whole thing, but if you hold shift it only gets rid of one side, so that's how you can bypass that. Now I'm actually using the Strangerville spandrel here along with the Strangerville pillar here And I think that suits it quite well there. Although, do we use a different one to go across the whole build? I mean, we got this brand new one in the base game, which I do think is quite nice. Although it does seem to glitch. Can you see the way like this thick column, it like slips to the side? Honestly, this is what my lower back looks like right now for my slip disc. This thing here just really annoys me. Then I don't know. Is it the same for all of them? It is. What if I use like a really thin one? My God, it's the same. That is so annoying. Okay, well, for the front of the shop at the least, I am using Discover University again for these pillars because it just looks really cute. And then I think maybe we use a different pillar for the upper one, and then maybe it won't look so bad. I think that's better. We can still add the trim around this bit fine. Honestly, let's go all out there and just use even the fence that came with Strangerville. So I think that looks really pretty as a means to like get into your apartment. And then obviously we've got the conservatory bit, which I'm thinking we actually do in a stone swatch. There we go. I've used like a cobblestoney one. I can't tell you what name the kit is from. It came with, there are so many kits. And then I will use this siding from Outdoor Retreat for this bit on the edge. See, genuinely, there are just all these objects that I would never use because I'm always trying to be so base game friendly all the time. And I'm like finding all of these cute, fun things. I think I'm gonna honestly have to disregard you guys more often because I feel like I'm having all success when I let myself use every single pack. I think maybe with the apartment though, a very challenging bit is going to be able to like make stairs going up here and like doing the whole interior layout in general. I just feel like it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. I'm going to remove all of the windows, and that is going to be a problem for future me as I do the layout, and then we just do the upstairs windows after. That seems like a much better way to go about it. So if I do like a setup like this, will Sims be able to scooch past this little area in order to get in the house? Just thinking, unless we have the door on the left, okay, and then we can make this bit open. But then we've got this big weird space here. Oh my God, I hate it. We could do the stairs like in the corner here. That way we can have like a smallish, maybe living room here. And then here we can have the kitchen. Perhaps that would work better. Then up here, okay, then up here we have enough room for 2 bedrooms and we can have a bathroom. So that's probably the best kind of layout, I'm thinking. And then we can make this bit here an open balcony. Okay, now we've got to figure out the windows, which is a tough bit. I mean, we could use the brand new base game windows that came in that kind of update that we got. Looks very British in a weird way if we do it like that. It kind of fits in with the wall design, or even the smaller one. That does look kind of British, actually. I like that. The window, like in this bathroom, looks weird. I'm going to show you my trick on how to deal with things like this when we come to the interior design. I feel like that looks cleaner. Also, I am really loving this brand new base game door. Is probably the best door in the game. Look at me getting excited over doors. You're going to be calling me an EA shill soon. But because I'm allowing myself to use any packs that I want, I am going to use the high school years door just to treat myself. And now for the shop, we can use this. What are these even called? An awning. This awning is really cute and I love it. You could bring them all the way across like this. I love that. The get to work planters for the bottom. And then for the top, we are using the cottage living planters around all of the main windows. That looks really cute. Although the ones on the right hand side, the love struck planters, I think that's speaking to me a little bit more. And before we forget, save, just in case the game, well, not if the game crashes, when the game crashes, because we all know my luck with The Sims 4. I'm also adding a fake chimney up here just to give the build a little bit more depth. Genuinely, I am never ever doing a base game friendly build again because I'm just enjoying so much using all the packs that I never really get to use. I'm getting so overexcited. Okay, see, look, we can even use the drain pipes along it. Look at that. Then I believe, look, we've got this carpet that kind of looks like a drain from Get to Work. We pop that. See, look at that. Look at that. We've created like a proper drain and everything. This is really cute. I am officially base game phobic. I'm deep rooted in base game phobia and I love it. Okay, I feel like I'm getting too ahead. We do the garden last. Something I do really want in The Sims 4 is genuinely more lino, because the lino that we've got is pretty gross and I don't like having tiles everywhere. I like the idea of having lino. I guess this Love Struck tile kind of looks like lino. We did get this brand new hexagonal one in the base game. Honestly, I don't really like it. I just find like something like this, it looks a bit like a spaceship and it's not for me really. So for the kitchen, I actually want to use the brand new base game counters because I think they look really nice. Probably the best, honestly, the best kitchen set we've got in the game. And it was a free update, which is pretty cool. Now to hide the windows, we are going to use some magic, which is just called putting a fridge in front of it and hope nobody notices. Also, I'm not against just like the window clipping a little bit like this. I think it's genuinely fine. Like you're not going to notice when you play. It's not a big deal, especially if we use like the cupboards on top. I feel like nobody is going to notice so much. Ventilation's overrated in my opinion anyway. With some adjustments in cluttering, I feel happy. Normally I do cluttering last, but I thought I may as well just get the cluttering out of the way now. I'm happy with that. The living room is very small. I think I prefer working in smaller spaces anyway. I find it a lot easier to just create exactly what I want with the space. I know you guys are crying at me to use some ceiling lights so you can see what I'm doing. So I'll put some of those in properly. Honestly, is it a violation if I use the decor to the max thingy on the wall? We maybe create like a feature wall with it. The problem with this pack is that it didn't actually come decor to the max. It didn't come with a plain wall swatch, and that makes it really, really hard to match it with anything else if you just want to use it as a feature wall. Like if we did something like this, I'm not sure. I think most people really hate it. I'm honestly like not that against. I even used a sofa from it without realizing. I'm genuinely like not that against it. It's a shame we can't fit that much down here really. I'm thinking again, we do a trick of just blocking off the windows, maybe with a bookshelf. Could use the Crystal Creations ones. So it looks a bit weird having like a library bookshelf in a house. Okay, I'm gonna use this one from the Discover University pack, and then that just makes the space feel a little bit less open. I like this Discover University desk. We are using so much, oh my god, even this chair, we are using so much Discover University today. I'm finding it's just really working. Something that I didn't actually take into consideration, guys, is the front. I've been getting so carried away, I didn't even think of a front door, of all things to bloody forget. We also need a mailbox. I believe you can put them up here with the move objects on cheat. That's fine. Can't believe I forgot that. And this is a shame because I feel like the door is now kind of in the way of the TV. It looks a bit weird there. I'm hoping that'll work. And then to fill out the space in this open hallway, I am going to use the get together closet just to fill it in. There you go. Just a cute little space. I'm honestly quite enjoying like decorating this as I go along because normally I save decoration till last. I do really hope though that the rumors of a build mode update are true because trying to sort through like all this stuff is just so diabolical. And like I'm so sure they're making an update because things don't make sense. Like we've got this zero simoleon aloe vera plant that's randomly under plants in build mode. Like what is that doing in there? It doesn't make any sense. I feel like they're changing things up behind the scene, but they're not telling us. Also, what we need an update for is mirrors, because if I place this mirror, can somebody explain, because I don't quite understand why this is so fucking high up. You can bring it up with move objects on, but you can't bring mirrors down. Like, tell me right now that's not a bug. Tell me right now that is intentional design. Sims don't even stand up that high. Like, it's so weird. Like, it shouldn't be up like that. It's making it impossible for me to place a window in here, a mirror in here. I might honestly just use like a floor one like this. Maybe that's more of a vibe anyway. In fact, I could pop it like under the stairs. It kind of clips through, but it's really, can I just size it down? No, that won't work. Okay, this base game one fits. I like the idea of having one under there, even though it may not be functional. So I'm feeling quite happy with the state of the lounge. I'm praying it's not overly cluttered to the point where it won't work. We'll have to see. I always find upstairs landings quite challenging because it's like, what can you actually put in there? Well, there is no problem that can't be fixed with an accent table, a plant, and a rug. Being brutally honest, how many of us actually care about a Sims bathroom? So I haven't really gone through me building it. I've just done it. There we go. So thinking about it, the bedrooms are honestly quite small, very small in fact. Honestly, I think we have a parent and child bedroom, but we are going to sacrifice some of the space in the kids' room so we can have a closet in the parents. Which is kind of, it's kind of mean, isn't it really? We need some closet space. I wonder if we copied it on both sides, would it look weird? Yeah, that would look weird. All right, the kids have less room, I'm afraid. Oh my God, I didn't even think about a place for a dining table. I guess we haven't got room for one, have we, here? I think if we did like any form of closet, Sims just wouldn't be able to scooch across. So we're going to have to make a compromise, I think. So the theme we're going for with the parents' bedroom is kind of like a mystical sex dungeon. Is the vibrating heart bed a bit much? I think it is. We could honestly use this bed, and it feels like very big and dramatic for such a small room, but because we can't fit anything around the edges, I think it helps to actually just give the room a little bit more life. Kind of looks a bit satanic, doesn't it, really? I'm just praying my Sims are going to be able to scooch all around here and have it functional. And then for do we do this as a kid's bedroom, or do we leave it empty as like a work in progress kind of room? Because we could make the vibe is that like maybe they haven't had kids yet, or it could be a spare room, because I don't like to just like assume a story on whoever's living here. So for now, maybe we could just keep it as like a spare room. So like we could just do this kind of stuff in there so it gives off spare room vibes. So it's like for now, we don't know who's using this. Maybe nobody's using it. So that's a good idea for me, because maybe you could add like a couple, then they have a kid, or they could use it as like a crafting space or junk room or something. So that's actually the apartment side of this basically done. Now, obviously we do have the shop itself. And as I said before, I'm kind of thinking making this like a sweetie shop or something. You know, maybe we do use this hexagonal tiling that came from the recent base game update, because you want like a sweetie shop to be fresh and open. We also want it to be fun. Maybe we could use a pastel pop kit in here actually, because we want some like obnoxious, fun, wobbly colors. We did see in the trailer that the brand new sweet making thing is a small object that goes on the shelf. And if you get the pre-order bonus, which honestly pisses me off, you do get some kind of baking, what it's called, like bakery stand. I think for now we are going to have to use Get to Work, because that one does come with a stand which looks similar enough that we have to, I guess, use for now. So we could have this as like a staff kitchen area maybe, and then we could add a staff room door. I'll probably use the dine out door. Honestly, I'm loving not thinking about like, oh, can I use this back, can I use that back? This build is not suitable for the gallery at all, and I love it. Okay, well, firstly, let me use the saucer light so you stop screaming at me for a minute. I'm thinking if we're making this, maybe it could be like a 2-in-1, like a bakery and a sweetie place, but like a, you know, a fun poppy one. So maybe we actually do kind of like a chef kitchen back here. I'm just thinking, what precisely would you need for a build like this in reality? Would we need, I guess we would need an oven in case you're baking like sweet treats. We could even, you know, have a tabletop oven like this one here. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? I don't think we would really need a hob down here, because I want to leave enough room for the like sweetie thing. And then we also need to leave a space for them to prepare food. I mean, the Sims will just probably prepare it on this thing, won't they? Unless we use like mixing stands and things on here. But maybe we should have this facing this way so that Sims will use it properly like this. And then a waffle maker maybe, so Sims can like make waffles and at the same time they can cook all the food. I might bring this back to give us some more room and actually just do we add the half wall? Maybe not. I just don't want the Sims to like walk around and prepare food on the other side, because I know what Sims 4 autonomy is like they will do that. So if we add the wall, it just kind of like prevents them from using it for things I don't want them to. And then we could even have this here, this glass thing. That's cute. I don't think the brand new pack is going to come with a cash register, but I will put, at least we could have the Get to Work one in there for like decorative only purposes. I think that should be fine. So that should be enough. Once we add the sweet maker thing, they'll have one counter to prepare food. I think that's fine. Then we have the little bakery stand. Now the new pack will actually come with bakery stands, or it'll come with at least some objects where you can place stuff on, like we saw in the pack trailer for the sweet shop. So I don't know if I really want to add too much here, because when the new pack comes out, we'll be able to fit it out properly. This is more of just a basic layout. And then I'm thinking we use a big open archway here, maybe a smaller one, because that way we can actually look into the conservatory area. Lighting these is always hard because you can't technically put lights on the ceiling. Maybe we could do like some, I don't know, these lights. It looks a bit tacky though, doesn't it, using LED strips? I mean, not that anybody is actually going to be here in the evening anyway, so I'm probably being a bit dramatic, but just in case, we have some lights like this. So even though I hate dine out, I do think the seats in there are good for commercial lots, especially because it it comes with this object. So you can actually do like some bar stool seating area things going on here. That's quite cute there, I think. Unless we put the bar stool ones in here. I think, oh, it kind of covers a window, but I'm not like massively against it. I think Sims can still scooch into the kitchen from here if I put them there. Although now I don't like the swatch of that looking in here. Looks a bit weird. Maybe I will leave that in there. Oh no, but then there's not much room. Okay, the bar thing was a nice idea, but it's gone. Maybe we could have one taller like bar stool thing in here. And then we have like a single one and we have a double one. Then if we move the door across, hopefully Sims should be able to scoot and move around here. So we have like a 4-seater one and a 2-seater one, which is quite nice. But then we'll also have an outdoorsy space. Then here we could have like the bar stools along the edge. And then we could, what the hell is this? Classic brick fireplace surround. What on earth is that? I've never seen that before. I'm just thinking, I don't think there's anything wrong, honestly, with placing a rug outside. Maybe something like that. That's cute, I guess. And then we'll get some hanging lights. I'm thinking we could use these ones here just to make it look more aesthetic. And then we could use like menu boards and things as decorations for the inside. Well, I did find like this kind of backsplash that came with Get to Work, I believe, that we could pop in here. Fire extinguisher by the door, some realism. I didn't think about a customer toilet. Oh my God, how did that not cross my mind? No, that is hilarious. This is such a me thing to happen, honestly. It's getting a little bit too on brand, really. Fuck it, I'll do one of those outdoor garden things when we do the garden. We do like one of those public bathrooms, that's fine. Okay, luckily, because technically we can't do anything here, we can just kind of leave that dormant for now till the actual pack comes out. I would like to make the outside prettier though. I think dine out is maybe the go-to when it comes to signs. We could pop a sign here and we can duplicate it there. So we can put the text on one side, change our colors up a bit so it looks a little bit more fun. Maybe just like that, a basic one for now. We might even get more signs in the new home business pack, to be fair. And then Get Together does come with this cafe sign that we could use outside. I think that one's quite cute, isn't it? So now we've got to do the garden itself, which is going to be like a cute public place, but also the residents living here can use it. Personally, I think we give the residents some privacy like this. Also, I always forget a bin, genuinely. I'm thinking we hide the bin back here, then the residents living there can use it as well. Now, I'm actually thinking that we do a residents only back garden here. So it's like private and cut off. And the way we can easily do that is you obviously have to make it function as a room. Oh no, this fence post doesn't match. Of course it doesn't. Right, excuse me while I get distracted. Oh my God, none of these fences fucking match the gates. What is the thought process behind this, like this game? I don't understand. Well, our non-matching gate, you can pop that here, right? We basically create a room. So then this room will actually function as a garden, but obviously we would like to delete the actual floor. So all we have to do is fence around where we've placed our room. I can't connect these two bits, by the way, because it says conflicting block clusters because they're on different levels. Although, there we go. So you've got to like fiddle around with it, remove the floor. You basically got to place a fence all the way around it for it to work. And then this is technically a room with no flooring. So we can now set this as like residential only when the pack comes out. So I like the idea of a huge tree that kind of overhangs over here. I guess to fill this little space here, we should do a flower bed. Though I'm trying to place a fence and it's not functioning in here. Oh gosh, this area is glitched. That reminds me, save in case we crash. Well, I can't place a fence. I can do it what the hell? What if I place a fence outside and then bring it in? Can't move standalone fence into rooms. What the fuck? Well, that's annoying. Okay, so technically it's a room, but we have limitations due to the Sims 4 bugginess. So there's not much we can do about that. Oh, I have to bring the fence out from the wall. Okay, so technically this is two different rooms because I just wanted to like fence off the garden bit, but that's fine. So this is really nice. I'm liking that we can have our own little cute back garden area. So I've just added like some separate areas in the garden here. The reason why I've made them separate is because thanks to Love Struck, it's basically ruined benches in community lots because now every bench turns into like a cute kind of coupley thing. Will Sims will just like dramatically act cute on literally every single bench and you can't get away from the couples doing that. So I'm thinking that we just embrace it even though I hate it and give like private coupley spaces. We could even use like the romantic garden stuff archway if we were feeling very adventurous adventurous. So they're just like cute little private areas with just one singular bench in them. This will basically just help to keep away all of the annoying couples if you own Love Struck, so they just won't get in your way in the lot. That's my plan. So we've also managed to like use the space of the whole lot as well, which I'm happy with. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the way this whole thing has turned out. If you didn't see my previous video where I made a base game starter home business, make sure you watch that. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.